Yo, my name is Steamer, or Hodo. I'm an Outlaw enjoyer. Um, I will start off by this guide by saying I'm not like some rank 1 player. I picked up Outlaw, I got Duelist pretty quickly, and I'm happy to share my thoughts, because I don't think there's that many resources out there. There's a couple, but sometimes there's differing opinions. So these are my opinions. Let's start off with talents. I believe that almost all of them are mandatory. Quick draw is like, it just feels super fluid. You kind of need it. It works really well with greenskin wickers. It's just very important. The other two options aren't as good. Acrobatic strikes is super strong. You can gouge, kick, kidney from far away. Feels really good. I don't know if it works on sap, but it feels like I can sap people from a mile away too. Deeper strat is also like super important. It allows 7-second kidneys, huge pistol shots, minute-long slice and dice, etc., etc. Elusiveness is like disgustingly broken. 30% damage reduction for 6 seconds. You can literally spam out on Outlaw because you have extra energy a lot of the time, and you can reduce it with float like a butterfly. So it's like just 30% uptime constantly, which is super strong. Kind of defines like a good player and a bad player, depending on how well you use it, but even then you can kind of just spam it. Blinding powder is another must-have, because it's so free. Extra range, lower cooldown. It's very nice quality of life. The next heroes are actually like situational, or preference. I prefer Dreadblades. It allows like really strong burst. It can cost some health, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. You can even cloak it, but it's probably not worth. I love it. It fits perfectly with Flagellation. The other option is Alacrity, which is basically just if you stay in combat, you'll get 10% haste, which is super nice. It makes it feel very like fluid. Just additional haste is always good. Another option is Blade Rush and Killing Spree. I prefer Blade Rush. It's basically just a charge that gives you energy. There's one problem with Blade Rush where it's AoE, so it'll break CC if you try to like charge someone, which can be a little annoying. Another option is Killing Spree, which the damage is like okay. I've run it a lot into like double casters because it gets you out of roots, which is huge. So I just got Frost in the Wood and I can Killing Spree just right out of it. Which feels super good. You can also dodge some things. Obviously it's still like hard. Like I've dodged like Shadow Furies before from Warlocks. I think I was just like lucky though. For PP talents, I almost always go this or Dismantle. Normally Dismantle because it's very strong and I need more. I'm not lacking damage. I feel like I just need more defensive. But I'm normally going this. Take a cut, increase haste. There's a hidden effect that it doesn't say. I can't turn on normal mode, can I? So it says roll the bones, but in the tooltip it has a secret text of it procs off slice and dice. I don't know if that's a bug or if it's just not listed. But every time you press slice and dice, you also get a haste, which is like really important. I don't know why it doesn't say it. And then Enduring Brawler, it should be like a passive, I think. It's so strong. It feels super good. It's more damage, more health, the more you stay in combat. I don't think I've ever sought this talent out. Feel like a butterfly, super strong. So because I feel like it's kind of melee dominated right now, so having evasion up more is really sick. As well as the feint. Like I said, you can kind of spam feint as long as you keep playing, like with around Les's Blades. Even against casters, I tend to go for like a butterfly, just because once again, elusiveness, damage reduction is pretty huge. Other options would be Dismantle, obviously. Sometimes maneuverability is okay. I love Control as King, but I think Take a Cut just outshines it. And if you're playing double DPS, like Smoke Bomb and Thick as Thieves aren't awful. I just don't prefer it. I've seen some like crazy Death from Above plays, but I'm not that good. For gear, I go Greenskin Wickers. It feels very good. It really rounds out like your kit. Gives you burst and like a fluid like rotation. I also go max verse into haste. I feel like Outlaw gets a lot of haste from random places. Like I get it from the Venthyr buff and flagellation. I could be getting it from alacrity too. And the take a cut. It's a bunch of free haste. I feel like you don't need to stack it that hard. So I stack verse. There's some mastery builds, especially on like Kyrian, that's super popular. That people like swear by. I haven't had a chance to try them out, but I like this build a lot. Feels really good. I also like Emblem, mostly because I'm not good at using Shackle. But Emblem feels really good because with Enduring Brawler, you're already at like 70k HP. It's 20%. And then you stack that with Emblem, and get to like 80% or 80k. And your heal is percent based. So just a lot of healing. Like if I'm ever like under like serious stress, and I'm about to get one shot, I literally just Emblem, heal, and faint. And I'm perfectly fine. I'm alive. I think that's it for gear. Sinful Revelation, Celestial Guidance. Yeah. For Covenant, I go Naja. I think Draven is not awful, but I haven't played him. So I go Naja. This is the standard build. Flashing Scars, super useful. Gives a lot of damage. Rush setup feels really good. Especially if you go Control as King. Your Kidney Shot is like, you're gaining energy basically. It's really good. Cloak and Shadows feels super good. Can vanish and just disappear. Especially because vanish is always up. Triple Threat feels really strong. It's free damage, why not? As well as Familiar Predicament. Reduced Roots is really sick. Sometimes I'll go this tree instead. Delvin's Jeweler is like, okay, it's kind of negligible, but I go prepared for all sometimes. Because reduced evasion, people still auto into evasion even if they don't mean to. And they don't know that this conduit exists a lot of time. So it's just kind of free damage. It's really nice. Sometimes you can like evasion like a Blade Storm. And it's just back up. But I normally go this, because this is really good. I go Sleight of Hand. Some people swear I'm con the odds, but I don't think it's very good. It's probably a personal preference, but I much prefer Sleight of Hand. I've played around with both. Con the odds, basically a 1 in 4 chance to get another roll for 5 seconds. I feel like it's just not enough. But if it was too long, it'd be like broken. I'd rather just roll more, to be honest. That's that. I don't want to have to think about playing, if that makes sense. That's why I also go Recuperator. I press less and dice, I heal. Easy. I don't think there's anything I'm missing. For rotation, I'm kind of an ape. So I'll normally open really hard at the start of the game. And just like really pump damage. So I'll normally get something out, right? And if you're playing like... If you like really go hard with your Dreadblades, your Adrenaline Rush will be on the same cooldown. So in 1.5 minutes when Dreadblades and Flagellation come up, they'll be up with Adrenaline Rush, and it times up perfectly with your Venthyr Verse and Haste buff. So it just fits really well. In 2s, I normally play with a healer. Sometimes Ret is like not awful, but I prefer healers. Mostly Resto Druid, Holy Priest, and H-Bell. But Resto Shaman is also really good, you just don't see too many. And Disc's not bad either. I haven't played with the Mistweaver yet though, but I'm sure it can't be that bad. That's kinda it. I play around Shark. Shark does so much damage. Especially just pistol shot proc into between the eyes. Disgusting massive damage. Feels really good. I think that's it. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I'll link this weakaura because it's really cool. There's also a lot of other like content creators. Most of them stream though. There's like Sequelix, Pyro something. I'll link it. And Totem. All really good content creators. Just check them out. They have some differing opinions. Yeah. Goodbye.